full day in Iceland. We're back in the city of Reykjavik, and I'm spending my, well, so far morning editing the last 2 days vlog. So that is days 9 and 10 that will be up in a little while. One of the things I want to talk about is what I've been filming with on this trip for the vlogs, and that's the LG G4. And I have to say that for the most part, I'm quite happy with it, except for every once in a while you notice that jello shake around the edges as that kind of overzealous optical stabilization seems to, well, it bothers me. The other thing is it has a wonderful manual camera and controls, but in video mode you lose all of that, and there have been times where I've been not happy about the exposure, but I've really focused on getting the content out to you all and not worried so much about perfection on the audio or video side of things. I think the audio I've been very happy with, using this little Rode Smart Lav Plus mic that plugs right into the LG G4. So on our last day in Iceland, it's fun to be a little bit more touristy. Well, not that, you know, what we've been doing hasn't been touristy and enjoying the island, but we've been out away from civilization for the most part, and now we're just walking down the street buying souvenirs for people back home and enjoying, and we've got this little street scene right here, which is a lot of fun. It seems that until about 2 weeks ago, the good people of Iceland were deprived of Dunkin' Donuts. Now, you may argue what kind of deprivation that really is. I would say it's not really a hardship, but we have a new Dunkin' Donuts here in Reykjavik. You can see that there's quite a line. It's been like that for about 2 weeks, I'm told. Need to know how to tie a necktie? I've got Corey here with me. He's another participant on this McKay Academy trip, and he's also somebody who learned about this trip through photorec.tv, so it's been fun to, again, meet you all out there. Just real quick, real simple questions, like, tell me a little bit about the aspects of the trip that you've really enjoyed.
Sure thing. One of the things that really stood out to me the most, where's the camera on this thing?
It's right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the things that really stood out to me on this trip was muscle memory. We get on the bus, and I was not originally for the bus. I was like, I'm not really sure if I like the bus, but I love it because several times throughout the day you're getting in and off that bus, and every single time it's like you're going to a shoot for a location for work. Every time you step off that bus, you got to check your settings, you got to make sure your camera's set right, and in doing that you create muscle memory and you create repetition in using your equipment. And when I came on this trip, I was struggling still a little bit with manual, but because of the amount of time I was able to spend out there taking wonderful pictures, I'm now into utilizing 2 modes, manual and aperture priority mode, and then I'm going to move into a 3rd mode so that I understand that I can set my camera for different situations and quickly switch to those locations because of the muscle memory that we utilize by doing so many different things. On top of that, I mean, the imagery it speaks for itself. You guys have been following along, you know what the imagery looks like, and it's fantastic. And I appreciate Photorec Toby for introducing me to McKay Photography Academy, because without him, I wouldn't have known about it, and I wouldn't have been on this amazing adventure. And if you're sitting there and you're wondering, like, well, should I take this trip? Should I do this? I don't know if I can pull it off. You can pull it off. You got payment plans. It's amazing. It's a life-changing experience here in Iceland and anywhere else that the McKays are going to take you, and they're going to do it right. So that's my bit.
Nice. You know, he's not getting paid for that.
I'm not getting paid for that. Not at all.
He's speaking from the heart. It really is quite amazing. Do you have a favorite location that we visited over the last 10, 11 days?
The largest waterfall by volume. I really enjoyed that.
Dettifoss,
because we were able to like jump out on the rocks, and we were seriously like inches from death. There's no regulation, well, very minimal regulation, and we were able to just really get out there, and there was no one else in our way. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the ice glaciers. So much to enjoy. I can't wait to hopefully come back as well in the future and see the other places that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Great. Thank you, Corey.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Toby. It was a pleasure. All right.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Toby.
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Alex is another one of the participants on the trip, and we've actually been on a trip earlier
That's right. We went to Yellowstone.
We went to Yellowstone together. You are a fairly repeat McKay customer, is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. Why do you keep coming back on these trips?
I love the company of McKay Group, and I love the people that they invite, and I love learning, and I love the program that they offer, and it's been fun every time. And looking to have more fun for next trips.
Yeah. What's the next trip you're going on?
Next trip I'm going on New Zealand in January.
What has been your favorite moment on this trip? Or do you have one?
The favorite moment is get together with the group and building a family.
Yeah.
It's been amazing. It's not just a group, but at the end of today, we feel like we're all friends. Everybody's like a family. There are fights, but there are fights with a smile, and that's my favorite part, making new friends.
Great. Good.
Yes.
Thank you, Alex.
I also a very important part that I learned from my friends. I have not learned about photography as much as I did this trip. From you and from all the participants, I'm not shy about asking questions. And I know I'm hated because I ask so many questions.
Hated.
But I found that it helps me, and I have the answers now. And I'm excited that it still doesn't look as good as I wanted to do, but it looks much better than on a first day.
Great.
That's, for me, is the best example of what I wanted to get from here.
Great. Thank you, Alex.
You bet. It was fun. My signature.
Our very last morning in Iceland, we're on the bus. We're about to head to the airport, and I've got a couple more participants that I want to ask some questions from. We got Michelle here. Just going to ask what your favorite aspect of the trip was.
I was able to learn in a very interactive environment. I wasn't only learning from the instructors, I was also learning from the people, the other participants on the trip. And I learned from their own education and the experiences, good and bad. So it was really, I think it's about the fact that it's a tangible experience, and so it's a great takeaway. I think the benefits are that you take these lessons away and you can leverage on them, on an ongoing basis. And so it's great memories and great education. Good combination.
Nice. Thanks. Let's ask Kara some opinions about Iceland.
I would say my favorite part of this trip was that it was a new experience for me and the adventure. Iceland has always been a place I wanted to go, and besides just coming here on my own, I was able to come with a great group of people and be able to learn a little bit more about photography. I learned a lot from Toby on this trip, as well as the McKays and Adam and Nick. I had an amazing time, and I have a lot of memories to take home.
You know that documentary, Exit Through the Gift Shop? I believe it's all about Iceland's airport, because this is the second time that I've been routed exactly through a gift shop while in this small airport.